In 2005, a subway mishap created history. Yes, that was the origin of the Google Transit as you know it now. Google Maps was already revolutionary, but it was missing an important feature. It is not available for trains and buses. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love stories about tech innovations and the people behind them, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss out. Back in 2005, Google Maps had just launched in the Bay Area and some part in New York and was making waves thanks to its speed, clean interface, and draggable maps, a huge leap from competitors like Yahoo Maps. But there was a gap. In cities like New York and London, most people didn't drive. They relied on subways, metros, and buses. By that time Google Maps were only available for roads, which means people cannot find directions when they were on subways or metro or trains. In other words, you cannot use Google Maps for everyday use when you use different transport modes. Smartphones weren't common yet, and transit info was scattered, on printed maps or clunky websites. That problem hit home for one Googler, Avichal Garg, who got lost navigating uptown and downtown subway lines on his way to a dinner in New York. He was a regular Google Maps user, but in that moment, it failed him. He thought, if Maps can take you anywhere by car, why can't it take you by train? On his flight back to California, he began drafting a product spec for what would become Google Transit. Back at Google's Mountain View campus, Avichal shared his idea and was introduced to Chris Harrelson, a map engineer responsible for routing algorithms. They quickly synced, and a shared vision was born. Avichal wanted more than just transit routes. He imagined a smart assistant, one that understands intent and the purpose of the journey. For example, a visit to the Space Museum in Washington would provide a detailed step-by-step response for direction. It should cover all the elements in the journey across multiple transport methods such as trains, metros and even waterways, and flights. A seamless journey across multiple transport modes. Chris and Avichal leaned into Google's culture of exploration. They partnered with Portland's TriMet agency and used Google Maps API to launch the first version of Google Transit in late 2005. To make data integration easier, they helped develop the GTFS, General Transit Feed Specification, a standard format for transit data still used today. Getting data from transit agencies wasn't easy. Avichal became a one-man outreach team, cold calling agencies, attending conferences, and convincing cities to share their transit data. Small cities joined first. The big breakthrough came in 2007 when New York's MTA signed on. By then, Google's partnerships team had stepped in to scale the effort. Transit was officially integrated into Google Maps as a core direction mode. Over time, Google Transit evolved, adding real-time bus locations, train schedules, bike paths, and walking directions. Today, Google Maps supports multimodal transit in thousands of cities across the globe. Almost 20 years later, the impact is massive. What started as one Googler's frustration now helps millions move around their cities daily. And with the rise of AI, Avichal's original vision, a smart assistant that understands your journey, is closer than ever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, leave a comment, and let me know what tech story you want next. A special thanks to Elizabeth Laraki's blog for the original story behind this video. See you in the next one.